first day back on our work week. Today, we have to open up the books that we closed on Friday. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. A whole lot of you all are off this week. Staying home with the kids and took this week off from work. But there are some who are on their normal week. So for those who's on their normal work week and we going back to work, and I think that might be, see, good morning everybody. This is our pre-warm up. So let me get to it. Yes, I'm happy Sedora won his game on yesterday. And he needed to win one more to write his own destiny. But I'm thinking about what topic will I talk about on Think today. Usually the creator comes and inspires me on a topic where I think about, research, get my thoughts together, and I'm going to talk about it. But most of the time he just pop in and take over. And so I just sit back and just wait. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And I'm surprised. I gotta listen to my own video just to hear what the hell I am saying and get the message that the creator's putting out there too. Because while he's talking, I just sit back. I don't try to add nothing to it or take anything out. I just let it go, and then I gotta listen myself. But I wanted to talk about, right before I came on, I'm looking at some Country Wayne, and he has a skit, and I talked about him the other day, about something that he told Tony about learn from others' mistake. And he's telling his story. And he making a skit about situations that he went through. And I'm looking at it, and he's seen this coming because he already lived it on all different sides of the fence. Maybe he don't have a fence that have a right or a left. It's like an octagon. He got 10 kids. So he got 10 different sides that he got to look at. And he got 5.5 baby mamas. That's how we count them. 5.5. But we gonna round it up to 6. Because one's a maybe. That's why he say 5.5. But he have all those situations. And he is showing us from his eyesight, from standing in his shoes, as a man that has means, how circumstances could attack his well-being. And if it don't attack him directly, it attacks indirectly through his siblings. So he is putting up a skit right now of his son having a relationship with a young lady, and they are having a baby. The son and the young lady that he has a relationship is a normal relationship between two people. But it's the outside forces talking and putting their isms in other people's relationship, trying to shape, form, and maneuver when it's not needed. I always say water will always find its level. Nature has a way of balancing itself and allowing nature to go its natural course. And man trying to make course in the conflict of God's will and man's will. That's a conflict. How did you get all the way from where you started to where you ended up? Because everything leads back to the Creator. No matter what road you on, no matter where you go, no matter where you are in life, it leads back to the Creator. So the simplest form, the road of least resistance, is just staying in line with the Creator. But being imperfect as man is, I just realized it now. That's the beauty of humanity. Because if we was just all 100% good, as we are made up as humanity, it wouldn't work. You need bad. You need good and you need bad. That's how the Creator created this creation, with positives and negatives. You know, what is energy? You know, you always listen to me, and when I talk, I always say, God is pure energy. God is pure energy. But what make up energy? What moves energy? How energy is formatted? It's formatted with a positive and a negative. And it runs from positive to negative, from negative back into positive. That's how it is. And that's how our lives and our existence exists. It exists with the good and the bad, and the bad and the good. And all of that makes life. So, we have to learn, humanity, man, individual, collectively, how to weigh the good with the bad. Because it's going to take all of that to make existence. What I'm talking about? Just existence, killing time. Oh my God, today is Monday and we getting ready for prayer. We getting ready for prayer. We getting ready for prayer. God is good and He's good all the time. God is good and He is good all the time. We are getting ready for this work week. We're going to go through this work week and we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to live life and let life live. God is good and He is good all the time. We are going to go into this workplace. We're going to prepare it. We have to do our 5 days. But for me, I used to break it down 2, 1, and 2. Monday and Tuesday to get me to hump day. Once I get to hump day, I just know it's just 2 more into my time. I have those 2 days to get back to the beginning of the week, to 2 weeks hump day, 2 weeks my time, and into that cycle. When I got into that cycle, it was like nothing. Which get me back to what I was thinking about. I was thinking about work and existence. It's just a road just to walk down and just walk. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready for my next experience, my life beyond this life, to see what is on the other side of death. What some people say there's absolutely nothing. Nah, because I died and came back. So I know there is a existence of some form on the other side of death. Is it physical? I don't know. But I know that when you die, you have to turn into some form of an entity force. And when I was in that entity force, I was pure energy, but I saw myself, or I felt my presence of myself as myself. So you all who just picking up here might not have heard me talk about my death experience. Well, I'll pick it up after prayer because we're going to go into prayer and then we're going to go into think, and I'll talk about it on the other side of this. For those who haven't heard this, they could get into that and I'll go through that again. So good morning, good morning, good morning. With prayer, work, and faith, every single thing is possible. It's at your hands. And also, this Thursday, God is good. It just fell out so perfect. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning with prayer. Good morning with prayer. All things is possible. You can form your destiny with your hands, with faith and work and prayer. So I was just telling everybody, good morning with prayer community. Good morning, my prayer partners. Good morning to my faithful who were here with me all the time. Right now, we lost our Facebook because my tablet is broken. I try to do it on my computer, and I don't know how to run the computer now. And I used to have to be on my computer all the time. But I don't know. I get old. I lost all my skills. I don't know. But I was just talking about life and destiny. I was telling people about when I pass, that this physical form of life that we know, we leave here and we go on into a more, I don't know what to call it. I know God is pure energy, and my personal belief is that we all are a part of God. And when we drop this flesh, the energy, what we written down is the breath of life, but it's God energy that he puts into this flesh form that maneuvered here. But when this flesh died, that energy comes back out and goes back to God with our soul, and our soul is our history of what we have done here in this flesh form. That's my belief. But the Creator just told me to pray that some of you all can't stay here with me, so let's pray real quick. Creator of all things, Alpha and Omega, first and last, the living God. We love you, we honor you, we praise you, we thank you. With prayer and humanity is coming here once again to say, Creator, we love you and we honor you. We ask for you to come down here and put your loving arms around all of us, the first and the last. And will you protect us from all hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen, known and unknown. Creator, love us. Give unto us the knowledge of you. Give unto us that feeling of accomplishment. Give unto us the joy and happiness that we desire. Give unto us guidance. Give unto us your love. Give unto us what we need. That's our prayer. It might sound selfish because we asking for you to give and to give and to give. But for me, Victor, oh, my side weak, I ask you to give, but I will surrender all of me to you. Creator, I have nothing to give you but me, myself, my love, my dedication, my devotion, my respect. I can give you that. Because when I'm born into this world, I only came in here with my word and self-respect. And when I leave, that's the only thing I could leave with. So I'll give you that. And I'll give you this flesh. This flesh that I have is yours. I give it unto you, Creator. I have nothing else but that. And I say, I love you and I thank you. Your servant, Victor. Everybody hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the share. I look at the numbers and the numbers are great. The numbers are great. The numbers are great. On my live, this live, I got 153,000 likes from 188 viewers. And that was on TikTok. One episode got 188 viewers with 159 likes. Which tell me that I got much more viewers than 188, unless you all do the likes like me. Just, but as we know, when you hit the like, it only registers once. You hit the like again, it unclicks, and it go back in and out. So, whatever the case may be, I appreciate all of you all you all on YouTube, all you all on TikTok, and all the people from Facebook who I sent over to TikTok and YouTube until I get my other instrument. I welcome you all. So I'm just talking about think. I had no subject, but I come in early to talk to the people who cannot stay. And I was talking to them and telling the people about when I died, what it was like on the other side of this existence in flesh. When I died, I don't believe I was gone for long. But some people die and come back. I don't think it'd be a long death, but the experience on the other side don't measure time how we measure time. So I don't know what it was. All I know was I saw death coming. So since I don't really have nothing to talk about, I'll talk about my experience when I died, how I came back, why I came back, and why it was a part of my makeup. So, I talk about me doing drugs and selling drugs and was in that lifestyle. So, also, this will be in my book that me and my sister was supposed to write. I'm going to do a verbal book of it. It'll be coming soon in 2026. I'm going to be talking about it. I might not go into detail like I'm going to go into detail of it now, but it'd be going through, be in that book. So look forward to the book. This will be in that book. I'm talking about, my book title is You Can't Trust the Man in the Mirror. Or anyway, so I'm doing drugs, and I'm doing drugs at a good clip. I'm making a whole lot of money, and I'm doing a whole lot of drugs. And I'm just drugging it and making money to the point where I got sick of doing the drugs. My body was just worn down. I'm just sick of it. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to do no drugs. I'm going to take about a couple of days off, and I'm going to cleanse my body of doing the drug. I'm just not going to get high today. And that's for the people who are out there that's going through something. And you have to, and you want to, make a change. Take it 1 moment, 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year at a time. So I decided I am not going to get high. So I start getting high, but I'm still working. I'm going here and there, doing my work. And I'm going. And, as I'm, making my drops and people getting high, because I dealt with only a certain level of person. If I didn't know you from 1, 2, 3 red light, meaning elementary school, I didn't do no business with you. And if I did hook up with you and I didn't know you from elementary school, it's because you got validated from somebody from elementary school, and I really checked out who you was and your makeup and your background. I love you too, YouTube. I see all the love coming up there. So, I was just running around. I was with some people, and they was getting high. You want to get high? Nah, I'm good. I'm not getting high today. And they all looked at me because I used to get high. I used to get high. I said, nah, I'm good today. Whatever. And they went on, and I went back, and I'm at home. So this was in the summertime. It was hot. It was August. Gotta be August. So I'm at home. I'm sitting down, and my oldest daughter, I want to say, she has to be 12. My son, 10. My baby girl, 5. I think that's how their age break up. So I'm there, and I decided I'm not going to get high. And my wife and my 2 kids, or 3, 2 or 3, are upstairs. And I'm sitting down on the couch and I'm watching TV. And I remember all of a sudden my ears start to ring. The pitch of the TV went from here to a high scream. That I'm sitting there and the TV screen went to a all white. Well, now it was a picture, but it was all white screen. From the TV set came out grapefruit-sized balls. Came out the TV set. And as it came out, it went to the 4 corners of the room. So the balls came out of the TV set. I'm sitting down. They went to the 4 corners of the room, and balls were just coming out. Till it came to the point where it made the room totally white. At that point, I know I was dying, and I know death was coming. And I said, oh God. You see how human nature is. When we get to that point, then we want to cry to God. Then we want to make amends. So I'm gone into not making amends, but let's make a deal. No, not even let's not make a deal. I wasn't even at that point of making a deal. I was on my point of begging. And I was saying, oh God, please, don't take me now. Just allow me to see my kids grown. Then you could come and take me. I will go with you willingly. I just want to see my children grow up to adulthood. I don't want them to grow up without a father. That was my thinking. God, please, don't. Let me just raise my kids and I'll go with you. I just don't want my kids to grow up without a father. That was my thinking. I got up from my couch and I got out and I said, if I could get out this room, if I could just go outside the house, breathe in some fresh air and just cool my body, I could get myself out of this state. So I got up and I, selling drugs. My house was barricaded. I opened up the barricade and I walked outside and I'm looking outside. And outside, it was like I was almost in a third body state. It was like Twilight Zone. And I'm looking and I'm seeing everything in the motion of life. But I was in my body, but I was out my body. It was a weird state. And I said, oh no. Oh no, this is when I knew I was going to die. I knew I was gone. And I said, oh God, let me get back in my house because I can't fall on my steps. And everybody see my body on the street, they're going to ransack my house and my wife and my kids because I'm selling drugs and I got drugs in the house and the drug addict. This was in the height of crack. So you crackheads are all they know they want the drug. So I got back in the house, shut the door. That's all I remember. Now I'm walking on a path in the clouds. I'm in the clouds walking. Where to, I don't know. I'm just going down a path and I'm walking. Mindlessly, absolutely walking down a path. And it just came to me. I wouldn't even know I was walking down a path. But I hear a voice crying out to me. Daddy, wake up. Daddy, Daddy, wake up, Daddy. Wake up, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. And I'm walking down the path. And I could see myself walking and I see myself turn back. Daddy, wake up. And I turn back and I walk back to the voice of Daddy, Daddy, wake up. Then I woke up, I'm back in my body, and I woke up and it's my baby son. He's shaking me, Daddy, get up, oh, get up, oh, Daddy, oh. And I look in his face and I can see his happiness. The boy's 5 or 6 years old, maybe 7, 8, maybe 10. I don't remember. I got to do the calculation of where I was at that time. I want to say he's between the ages of 8 and 10 because he knew what life and death was. So, hey, Daddy, 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 Daddy. I said, oh. I said, what happened? I don't know. You were just on the floor. I said, what are you crying for? I said, what's wrong? Why are you crying? What's up? He said, I didn't want you to die. I don't want you to die. I didn't want you to be dead. I don't want you to be dead. I said, son, I'm here. I'm here. And that's the bond that I have with my oldest son. He don't even know it. I love that boy to death. I love that man to death. He get mad at me, cuss me out, don't pay me no attention. But as far as I'm concerned, he can't do no wrong because he showed me that he truly, absolutely, positively showed me that he loved me. And like, I never beat my kids, but I remember one time his mother told me to beat him, to give him a beating. I put him in the bedroom, shut the door, pull off my belt. I whispered in his ear, scream, and I beat the bed. And he screamed like I was hitting him, and I was beating the bed. And that's the bond that me and my son have. Because he knows I love him. And I wasn't a shit dad. I was a terrible dad. I was terrible. But him and my daughter, and my other daughter, and my son, they all loved me. I don't know why, because I was terrible. But I always loved my kids. That's one thing that all my kids know, that I loved them. I wasn't shit, but I loved them. And I tell my kids all the time, over too much. I love them, I love them, I love them, I love them, I love them. And I try to do the best I can with them. But that was my death experience. I know that I saw death coming. I know that I knew I was going to die. I know that I went through that process. I know how it felt. I know the conversation. I'm talking to God and I'm asking Him to allow me to see all my kids grown. I seen all my kids grown, and I have 2 grown grandkids, and I got more grandkids coming. And God, the Creator, allowed me all of this. Why? If I can sit here and talk to you all now, I know this is part of the blessings that the Creator have, and all this is going to be in my book. So I just don't want to go on because there's so much of my life that I lived, and I lived it for a reason. The only reason that I could come up with is to tell others about it, to let you all know that there is so much more to this life. It has so much meaning. And take time. Take some personal time and reflect. And the best way to reflect is to go in with an empty glass. All pre-notions, all predetermination, all pre-facts, all pre-what you consider to be real, leave it at the door. Come in empty and let the Creator pour into you, because this reality in which we live in is theater. It's not real. It's real, yeah. We cut, we bleed, and we have all these emotions. But trust me, this is not what life is supposed to be. Humanity been conquered by the Antichrist. And I keep on trying to explain to you all that the Antichrist is already here. And I don't know how you think it will be when the Antichrist comes. But if you take time to think it out, how it will be and what is written in the book, how can he get from point A to point B? The process of existence is evolution itself. We lost the battle as humanity. Us, humanity. We lost the battle at Babel. That's when the Antichrist came. Forget what you read in the Bible. The Bible is man, is corrupt. Use this. Speak to the Creator. Speak to God. The beauty of the lie is the truth. And the beauty of the truth is the lie in the truth. The Antichrist came down. How can the Antichrist come into power and rule the world? By division. We know how people gain power. How the Antichrist got power. He came down and he divided our tongues and then put isms in there. Jealousy, envy, mistrust. That's where the Antichrist gets its power. Misinformation of history and thought the Rockefellers. But educational systems, the books of education that is written is controlled by the Rockefellers. Until you realize that you are being hoodwinked, you'll never see it. Just stop and just look. You know, I always say you have to be careful of what you consume, what you eat in your body. That's how you will determine how old and how long you will live, is by the food that you consume. The other day I told you I woke up in the middle of the night because I felt the grief and the anger of the chicken that I was eating. I felt their pain of losing their existence for me to exist. We also have those feelings. We have to let them all go. We have to let it all go. We have to let it all go. And to realize that possibility have no end number. It's infinite. Everything and anything is possible. How can you control probability impossible? By limiting the variables. And that's what the Rockefellers did. I keep on telling you all, any lie becomes the truth in 3 generations. I call it 60 years. If I embalm you with a lie now, I keep on telling you this lie, even though that you know it's a lie. And I tell you to you now, when your kids come about, it'll be a question mark. And when their kids come about, it'll be history. And it'll be consumed as the truth. Just like you all, if I ask you who was the first president of the United States, you tell me George Washington. That's what my history books tell me. No, it was a black man named Henderson. He was the first leader of America. But if you go ask an everyday American who was the first president, he gonna tell you George Washington. And that's the truth. But that's his truth. Because he does not know. He only know what he's been told. Thus far, the Antichrist is telling us what He wants us to know and how to live. He's in 100% in his glory. He have you believing he is yet to come. And he's already here. And that's the beauty of it. The mark of the beast, evolution. We walk around with the mark of the beast every day. It might not be on our forehead, but it's in our pockets. I'm using it right now to talk to you. My telephone is the modern day mark of the beast. Oh, what you talking about? What you talking about? What in the Bible? What does this book tell you about the mark of the beast? And why do you need the mark of the beast? Why is it necessary? The Bible tells you the mark of the beast is used for identification. Identification. It allows you to go forward, backwards, and it will allow you to be able to buy food, to exist. Think about your phone and the uses your phone have right now. Your banking, your money, everything is in your phone. It's in my phone. It's got to be in your phone. Because when you travel and you go to the store, what you do? You tap, tap. Gas station, tap, tap. Your information, your ID, who you are, is in your phone. Think about what the beast, what the Antichrist. Think about it. Think about it. Your phone, Google, any information you want. Think about when Google first came out. The information and the quality of answers it gives you. Now when you go to Google and you ask questions, it gives you referrals. Look here. Look this. It don't give you no definite answers. But it takes you and chase you around to the left or to the right. So, think. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to disagree with me. All of this is here is just to get you to think. Where are you in this existence? What is it to you? What are you doing? What? This is for everybody. What? What is this? What is life? Is life just a matter of me having kids and getting up and working and working for what they call a living, to eat, to pay taxes and die? That's it? I don't know. I don't know what is life and what the purpose of life. What's the purpose of this existence that we exist in? What is the purpose of it? Is that all it is? Is to bring more life here and that's it? Come on, let's be truthful. Let's be 100% truthful. What is it? What is your purpose? To feed and help? Why do you need to feed and help? Why is there people in need and need help? Why? So that's not your purpose. That is a purpose. It shouldn't be a purpose. I don't know. What you think? What is your purpose? Come on, right now in the comments, right now. You are here listening to me. What is the purpose of life? That's a question. And the second question is, what is your purpose? Write in the comments. What is the purpose of life? Of life? And what is your purpose? All right? I have 200, 300,000 of you all here watching me every week. And no comments. Well, everybody, I'm going to go now. But think about it. What is your purpose? What's the purpose of life? Why? Why are you here? You have kids? To put more life, to keep this energy source going. But besides that, you tell me right in the comments. I'll see you all. Everybody have a great day.